Creepy door. Alright, so I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different with this one. I think this one is going to be the next intermission episode where I wanted to go around a bit and farm. This time around, I'm not going to show some of it. Some of it I will show, but because of the amount of farming I want to do, I figured I would just show like snippets of it. Because at this point, right here where we're at, it is actually part of the story where a couple of things change. So I do want to get some of this stuff done beforehand. I know I'm not going to spoil it because we'll see it. So that is the plan. So, big thing first, I do want to get a specific blade for Nia. I need to farm for crystals, so that's going to be the first thing. And then second, farming for materials so we could grow the Arden up so we could farm that for later, but I'll probably save that farming for later. But the big thing right now is getting crystals, and there are a couple of places that we can go to right now that we can do that. Like, for example, I was trying to get the fox to spawn over here. I just couldn't remember what side it was on. Yeah, and these guys are really good at getting the crystals. Especially the later ones, because you get a higher chance of getting the rare crystals. Those are the ones I want.
That was a slog.
Do not stop now.
Yeah, so we just have a crab here, so let's try the other side. Yeah, so that's really the big thing. I just wanted to get the specific blade for Nia because of its utility. It's one of the better healers in the game that we have access to. Nia does pretty good healing, but I want to have a blade equipped to her because I want to actually have her as a teammate instead of a blade because of certain battle mechanics that we could set up. I could have Morag or Zeke in the party to kind of fill it out, but I usually just end up having Nia as a member anyway. So I'll see if I can actually get this dude to spawn here. Be nice if I could. I just gotta remember what side it's on. Because it's supposed to spawn like over here, but yeah, I'm just not seeing it. It's gotta be like a rare chance then. I don't know. But I do know some other ones that we can do in the meantime because they kind of about the same. Some of the spots don't spawn them, but yeah. There was a spot in Temperantia that we could go to, but I have to travel to it. We do have the teleport for the garrison. We have to travel over there to the east where that giant dinosaur was, the named enemy. There's an area over there that we could teleport to.
That was a slog.
Alright, so that's the plan. I will start working on that.
This is where we were going.
Oh yeah, and by the way, we do have to come over here later on anyway because of a blade quest. This is part of the... Well, we had already started it. It's a series of quests that we have access to when we start the Praxis and Theory side quests. One of the parts is over here, so we're going to be doing that later on anyway. It is a... I think we have to get Praxis up to a certain affinity in order to unlock the next section. And then after that we do a side quest, which eventually ends over here. But that won't be for a little while. I'll save that one for later. Yeah, no foxes yet. They're going to be like right up here. Yeah, the place is definitely bigger than you think it would be. Alright, should be seeing a fox. I believe there are also some that spawn down in there too. They're only once in a while. And I'm not seeing any right here, so we'll have to teleport back. This is one of the downsides to this area.
Off we go. Refresh.
Because
and
we'll
set
have
off
to,
again.
yeah. We're gonna do all that running again. That's why the one in the Leftherian Archipelago is faster. Yeah, so I think after I get this one to spawn, I'll fight it, and then I'll head back over to Leftheria to see which one it is. I'll just keep teleporting to a different spot. Yeah, this one. And he's a good level too, which means that's a pretty good amount of experience. Alright. Just gotta keep them around, because they can run away. It's usually just based on luck. It's not really anything crazy. Nothing. Just money. Alright, let's try over here. I want to say there was probably another one that can spawn down here. I know there's usually at least one. And then some of the other ones spawn like over here. I think we could get up to 2 on this path. There's 1. Yeah, by the way, over here, these are like the only monsters that spawn over here too, so it's... You don't have to like worry about other enemies. Wow, already trying to leave. Yeah, he ran. Let's see if he actually comes back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I am not seeing it. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna scoot over to Leftheria. Yeah, because I gotta run around too much for this one. So, I will go there and try and figure out what side this one spawns at. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so it turns out I was kind of partially wrong about the placement of this little dude here. Let's just check the map. So this is where we are. So it's on the Oral Cloudway side, Fonset side. But it's on the other side of this tunnel. I thought it was near the entrance, but I actually have to go in a little ways. So that's why it took a little bit for me to actually find this one. Because I tried some of the other ones. I went in a little bit. It's like, I was thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, what if he's actually like in a ways a little bit? And it turns out I was right. He is actually inside here. So let's start the farming. Let me just remember what side I need to be on. So Fonset, but I have to actually go in a ways. So the big thing from this one is that I want to get rare crystals, but I kind of want to set it up so that I can do a lot of damage at the start, and that is pretty much going to be this, the opening art. If I had any other ones. No, the only one I have is the 3. I don't have any other ones, do I? I don't think I do. If I had like a 5, that would be pretty good. Okay, so I gotta actually get those 2. Yeah, so these are really useful for farming enemies. And if I had a... whatever the beast one is, the one that increases damage against beasts, they're a beast type enemy, so I could use those against them. So those are pretty good against the foxes. So, let's get started.
This will be a walk in the park.
Tora got this.
And that's a big reason why getting the buttons for this is pretty good too.
These are really good now.
Oh, and it respawned, nice.
What does the QT stand for?
Yeah, I'm like the starting ones already ready to go. Because we could use Rolling Smash.
Watch out.
Or I could actually set it to the Y button.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay, so critical up. Yeah, because I think I can actually do that. So I think with Rex, I need to get him
Off we go.
to about
Refresh and set off
5,000.
again.
Let me double check him. Because it's been a little while. Gotta check his own affinity. Yeah, it's a 2,200, so for that, I would need 5,000. But since I don't have that, I can improvise. I can actually take Rolling Smash, because that's the one, it actually does quite a bit of damage compared to the other ones. And I could switch. So let's take double edge and switch it with that one. Alright, so now we're just going to go in. And these guys won't bother me anyway, because I'm already, level-wise, I'm pretty up there already. Which is kind of nice. It's like that for a lot of enemies. I'm pretty sure I said that before. You hit a certain level and they don't become aggro. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I think some of the other guys on the other side would probably still, because I'm only like mid-50s.
Okay, time to take you
Yeah,
down.
see, I can one-shot it.
I can take care of myself.
Grab
come out.
this. Yeah, because we're going to need a bunch of stuff. And most of the food items, pretty much all kinds of things that we can do.
We're
The side
here.
quest with the Arden,
Let's get going.
and pretty much just
Come out, come out.
working on like different accessories, because we do need materials for those. Yeah, so the farming spot here isn't too bad. Some of the other ones are okay. I know the one near the Oasis on Gormont would be pretty easy to get, but I think that one usually has a pretty good chance of just common crystals. I don't know if that one gives me rare ones. I know this one could.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel
a
a bit
rare one.
sorry for them.
What have we here?
Yeah, and just like before, I'll have the blades on Zeke. You get the ones that increase his
here.
luck,
Let's get going.
and then have Zeke hold like a bunch of luck items.
Come
and
out,
I'll
come out.
wish on him, and then if it's the one I actually want... Oh, there we go. Aegeon got something. If it's the blade I want, I could use an overdrive protocol to transfer it over to Neo. If it's someone I don't want, I could just
Come
leave it
out,
on
come out.
Zeke. Because there are, I think, half the blades we can get in here. I usually have them on like the leftover team, because they are decent. They have pretty good stories, but I just don't end up using them. Because the playthroughs that I've done with this,
Let's
it's
show 'em a
just
thing or three.
kind of just
I'll let you
become
know
like
if they start
preference.
clacking.
Your helmet makes for quite a snug berth, my boy.
It's not my fault if you fall out during battle, yeah?
Here, fishy, fishy.
Yeah, I also remembered I gotta check Aegeon. So, let's check him. Yeah, because I also gotta get some blades for
This will
Morag.
prove invaluable on our quest.
Yeah, it's Ancient Wisdom 2. Yeah, because she only has... I think those are the only two blades she has. She doesn't have anybody else. Yeah. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna farm some of these crystals here. I think maybe... Kind of depends. How many rare ones do I have? I don't necessarily need the common ones. Yeah, 14 one rare. So I'll probably do a bunch of wishing when I hit like 20 common ones, and I'll do some of those, and then with the rares, I'll probably farm until maybe 20 or so with that, and I guess we'll see what happens.
And we're you.
Do not stop now.
Alright, let's see how long this takes. See you in a bit. So, I kind of forgot to do this. We tried farming this guy over here because there is a weapon ship that we can actually get that increases our chances of drops. Even though I was kind of farming the fox suit for a little bit. This guy actually is a big help because of that weapon ship that we could get. So, now that we have access to Numa, this is going to be a much easier fight. The downside is that I do have to build up the chain gauge, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem, because I can also build it by attacking everybody else. So, since we have that guy aggroed as well, we can attack one of these side guys here to actually get started here. So I'll just do that. And I'll show this, because it's actually pretty self-explanatory.
Why not?
Yeah, because we tried this fight before and I lost horribly. But it'll be easier now that we have Numa. Alright, so the big thing, I just gotta keep everybody healed, because it does have a lightning attack that is actually pretty damaging. Later on we won't have to worry about it, but right now we do have to be a little careful. So, let's switch over here. Okay, switching over to Pandoria so we can do lightning. There we go. And we can also get an orb on this guy too, so this will actually be... Oh, sweet, Tora actually has this. Nice. That works out. I missed it. Alright, so that's one. Okay, I'll just set up again.
Sure, we'll beat them with the
Oh, gotta be careful. Do we have somebody else aggroed? Or... Oh, okay, so it's just the one like that. Sometimes we could get other enemies to aggro. There was one that was fighting earlier, but it should be fine. Alright, let's do Venom Water here. And I'll build this. Because we are just about ready for Numa. So I can do this. So let's switch back over to Mithra. I'll build these, and I'll switch over to Numa when that fully charges. Should be... Here we go. And Splash Hazard. There we go. This is going to do quite a bit to him. Hopefully not take him out, because we do want to get the... we did take him out. I wanted that reward. Well, we got a crystal, so that's good. Yeah, so maybe sooner. Or maybe just be careful if I don't get to level 3. Because I want to get the overkill. That'll increase the bonus. Because the weapon chip I need is the gold chip. Increases drops by 50%. And if I could get like a bunch of blades on our teams to have that, like if I get one for everybody, because it's the same regardless of the blade, that'll increase the drop rate for the crystals. So it is pretty beneficial. So, just like before, I'll just farm one of these guys. I won't have to do too much, because if you can see the gauge right there, it's pretty filled out already. Okay. Yeah, so we aggroed him. That's good. We'll build this up so we can do this. Let's do this. Okay, so we are ready to go with Numa, but we're actually going to take out these other guys first. Should probably... I'm going to get that. Okay. Alright, let's use this. Alright, let's do some of these, get them out of the way. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do Pandemic. Switch over to... You gotta be careful. Pandoria here. Okay, so there's... Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Wait for somebody to help me out. Hopefully. Where's Nia? Oh, that is odd. Where is she? Alright, let's do this. Is she under the map? It sounds like she's under the map. That is odd. I don't get that often. Yeah, let's grab that. Oh, there she is. She spawned in. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's keep everybody alive. Let's switch it over. Let's keep doing this. Let's do this. Switch over to Pandoria so we can get rid of this dude. And a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Grab all the spoils. Alright, let's set up here. Alright, so Gaia Crash, Lightning, so I can actually do that. So I'll let Nia do Gaia Crash. And I can switch over to Pandoria. Because I already have level 3 available. So, we can actually do that. Not too bad. Alright, let's switch over to Praxis. We can actually get some other attacks in. Alright, so here we will actually switch over to Numa. I'm actually going to do this now, just so I can get it out of the way. So it's going to do quite a bit. I'm gonna... Okay, right there. Lightning Storm. That's the attack I got to watch out for. So, I'm going to do this.
Hit it, no.
Yeah, so it's already done. Alright, so let's get Wolfric. So we get to destroy the orb. Here we go. We get it to break, and then let's go with Poppy Alpha. Yeah, so we have a pretty good chance of getting it.
Go for it.
Yeah, so you can see Numa does quite a bit. Yeah, she's very useful for farming stuff later on. Because her damage output is, I think it's the highest one out of all the blades. Yeah, so pretty good one. Alright, I don't see it. Wow. They didn't drop it. Had a bunch of stuff for everybody else, though. Yeah, so that's the idea. Pretty much just build up so that we could use Numa, and then if it has an orb, if we've done a chain attack, we can actually destroy it to increase the boost even higher. So, let's double check the blades here.
Make sure to use it sometime.
70% chance of dealing a guard annulling attack. Nice. And accuracy it by 40% at max infinity.
Poppy's strength increased.
Few for Poppy. Okay, not too bad. Let's just double check here. Yeah, so I did a tiny bit. I didn't really get that many crystals, but yeah, as I was doing that, I remember it's like, oh, wait a minute. I can actually farm for a weapon ship that'll help out with that. So.
We're here.
Alright. Back to the farming. I will see you in a bit. Yeah, so took a little break from farming the Separon monster, went to the inn and leveled up a little bit, and it turns out we have another one of those little side quests that happens when we stay at the inn. Bridget, I was thinking I'd go to Temperantia and take a look at Eshma. You're going to the Titan weapon dig site? Oh, maybe I'll tag along. Tora want to come too. Tora very interested in Judician Titan weaponry.
Good morning. I hope it didn't snore or anything.
Ugh,
Yeah,
slept
so
like a baby.
I was actually getting some decent drops, but not the ones that I remember, which was actually kind of nice. The Separon monster in Temperantia drops an item called Zero Course.
Whew. Let's
I think
rest
it's
a
Zero
spell.
Course or something
Let's get
else.
going.
It increases the experience you get. Zero Battle Course, yeah. I've been getting a couple of these, so I decided to actually equip those, and I've also been getting a couple of other decent ones. If you see right there, the Hero Vambraces are also pretty good, especially for the higher level monsters. Increases damage dealt by higher level enemies by 60%. So there are a couple of enemies that we actually do find that are above level 100. So having those is actually a pretty big help. I haven't had any luck with getting the chips though. So yeah, I guess I'll just keep going at it then. And when it comes to the crystals, I did get... Okay, so I got a couple of these, so I could probably go for some of these now. Let me just reset Zeke, because I had given him... I had equipped 2 blades on him that had mineralogy, so let's look for the ones that increases luck. I just gotta remember which ones they are. Okay, so 409.
I'm sure it'll work out great.
Yeah, sometimes I forget. 458. Let's keep looking. Okay, so 458.
Hey.
And then... Okay, yeah, Peruan has the luck bonus. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get a few of these. Wrong one. I need bond blades. Oh, I don't have any boosters either. Okay. Yeah, so it pretty much goes straight to the awakening. Yeah, I'm gonna show these because some of the opening visuals for these are actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just seeing silhouettes. Yeah, just like before, if it's one I'm wanting for, I'll take it. But if it's a generic one like this, then I'll just, yeah. More than likely just toss it. So I do have a pretty good chance of getting something for Zeke, because it has been some time since I've actually gotten a blade on him. I think it's been too long. Oh, I got that giant silhouette. We should probably get that one. It's going to be on the passive team now, because I don't usually use it. Yeah, another generic one. Da-da-da-da. We could probably get a couple for Morag, even though I don't have any luck on her. She doesn't have any blades, except for Aegeon and Bridget. So we could probably get a couple for her. Be funny if I actually get the one I'm looking for. Yeah, there's a chance to get that one too. Oh, we'll see. No, standard. Yeah, it would be nice if it was sooner or later. Because it's going to get even harder later on because the... Oh, there's one. The less blades that we have left over, the harder and harder it gets to actually get the ones that we need to complete the roster of blades that we can get. That's why at one point we're going to have to farm for the legendary crystals. That's where feeding the Arden comes in, because once we finish up that little side quest, we can actually farm him as a boss. And he is somewhat tough, But it's actually pretty decent. That's another standard one. Alright, so we got a few from Morag. Let's switch back over to Zeke. See if we can get any. Come on, Zeke. A little windy out there. Oh, that first one was one. Yeah, I'm just seeing silhouettes of like 3 or 4 different ones of it. We're just not getting any of them. Yeah, because we just had rain. And the weather's been kind of nice too, but I guess it's a little rainy right now. Man, a lot of standard blades. I don't think it was this bad the last time I was playing this. 'Cause this is nuts. What more? I got 1 or 2. That's one. Oh, I think that second silhouette was one. That looked like another one. Alright, so let's take a little break from that. Let's check out the ones that we have. For Zeke, I probably won't need these. Yeah, 1 and 1. I think I'll toss the ones for Zeke.
Thanks for...
Because we already have like a bunch of ones on him. The ones on Morag, I will actually double check. Because we'll be looking for the field bonuses, like mineralogy or ichthyology, those kind of skills, because we could use those on the field. And the more blades that we have that can help out like that, the better chance of getting like more materials when we're farming. So let's take a look at this one. Water, 223. Okay, so entomology and mineralogy. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so this one's a pretty good one too, because the ones that I hit on Zeke earlier, they only went up to like level 1 proficiency, but these go up to level 3. This one goes up to level 3, so this one's a pretty decent one. So I will keep that one. Alright, let's take a look at this. 113. Vegetables. There is a side quest where we do actually need this. We do have Florin, because I think he has agronomy. But it is actually pretty good to get another one. So I will also keep Rania. 3-2. I don't exactly need salvaging because we can actually get other blades that help out with that. So I will toss that one. Ooh, best on 333. So there we go. Expeditionist and production mastery are used in the mercenary missions. We don't necessarily need those. Yeah, even though this is a 3 across the board, it's tough. If it was like the other ones, it would have been better. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's head over to Morag. Let's actually equip some of these other ones. Or... I think it was Toshi that had
Rocco!
Let me check. Let me double check. I already forgot. Yeah, this one was a 223. Yeah, so I'll have this one. I'm pretty sure it was someone else had vegetables too. You have mineralogy. Master of Thunder, Electric Mastery, and that is Focus. You have Earth, Focus, and Super Strength.
We'll be safe as houses with this.
Electric Lock Picking, Ichthyology. Okay. Use a blade art. was gonna say, I've been doing that, haven't I? Well, I have Pandoria equipped to Rags, so I could probably do that one, because getting lockpicking is pretty useful. There were some chests that we need to unlock. Yeah, right here. This one, Praxis is salvaging, so I don't have to worry about having some of the standard blades having that. 30 to 50 for Girls Talk. Ancient Wisdom is Chivalry. Maybe Ancient Wisdom. Yeah, I think it's Florin that has vegetables. Let me double check his affinity. No, it's botany. Okay. I think that's somebody else. But yeah, we do need the vegetable one. What does Ursula have? I think she just says the harmony, and then... Oh, she has the fish. Okay. I can't remember who has... You have the pastry one, but what's the other one? Keen Eye and Fortitude. You have Wind Mastery, Miasma Dispersal, and I think it's Leaping. Lockpicking, okay. Yeah, I guess it's the only one I have that has the Vegetable Gathering. Oh, it's useful anyway. Alright, Zeke, please. Please. Which one is it? Compassion. Please, let's get that one for Nia. Because that would be amazing. I even gave him the boosters for it, too, because it's in Earth Element. Come on. Oh, that was somebody. Oh, please don't be that other one. Please don't be the silhouette. Give me somebody else. Okay. Alright, so no luck with that. Get rid of some of these other ones. I wonder why this is for Zeke. I'm thinking, I haven't had this much trouble with getting blades before. Unless it's like end game stuff where I need like, what, 2 or 3 left over. Because it was like this with a previous playthrough. There were a couple of them. I think there was like 1 or 2 left. And this was in New Game Plus too, so once you have like New Game Plus, spoiler, there were a couple of blades that, a couple of more blades that you can get in New Game Plus. And those were the ones I just wasn't able to get. I think there was one that I wasn't able to get. I think I had gotten everybody else except for that one. And it's like at that point when there's only 1 blade left, it's like you have to spend the legendary crystals because the other ones are just such a low percentage to get. So I had to farm like crazy, but even after using like so many legendary crystals, I just could not get it. And I don't think it was the last time I played it. I think it was a couple of playthroughs ago. It wasn't. It might have been like last year or whatever, or the year before. Maybe like 22, 23. Yeah, not at that point. It's just you have to hope. Yeah, the farming the legendary crystals isn't too bad because we can find some here and there, and then later on we can farm some of the named enemies, especially some of the higher level ones, because that's where they are. We can get a couple now through like chests, but when it comes to the enemies, we aren't quite there yet. Like the giant dragon that we ran by when we were heading over to the Judicium, well, the named dragon, that one spawns a legendary crystal, or has a chance to drop one. Some of the other dragons, I think they only go up to like rare. And then the Arden that we feed in the quest, that one can drop a legendary, but we have to complete the... We have to feed him until he gets the named status. And we have to feed them... We have to feed him a lot. And I think we're only, like, part 2 of that quest. And we just need the materials for it. We didn't get to the tree part of the materials, because we have to get some of the other ones first. But we have to farm at that tree in Temperantia for some of the items. Which means we need... It's one of the field skills. It's not mineralogy that we need for the tree. It's something. It's one of the other ones, so we do have to keep an eye on it. That's a big reason why we need the field skills. Because there are some items that we specifically need for your quest. And it just makes it easier to have that specific field skill, so it increases the chance of having the drops we need. So that's a big reason why I'm kind of big into getting like the blades that have like the potential to get level 3. Because the higher the level, the higher chance of getting one of the rare drops. I think that was Godric. Man, just no luck with these. I'm kind of surprised because I do have the luck bonuses. I have all the stuff on Zeke. Not the highest, but it does help. So I have 2 pieces of equipment that increase luck. And I have 3 blades equipped that also increase luck. So, yeah, I don't know. So I would have figured I would have gotten somebody by now. This is just nuts. I just don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, because that one right there is one. That one right there is one. All 3 of those silhouettes were one. Is this finally going to be one? Finally! How long was this? Oh, okay. Is this... Yeah, I think it's Godric. Godfrey, okay. Why am I just thinking Godric?
The hammer of justice packs a mean punch.
Pretty goofy, dude. Okay, Godfrey. Yeah, why was I thinking Godric? Yeah, so tank shield-wise, he's not too bad, but he is one of the ones where you throw onto a passive team. And just like before, he also has a story quest that we could do. And I believe... I think he's one of the few that actually don't have any field skills. I think all the stuff he has is, like, based on him, I think. Yeah, passionate soul, justice-loving soul, and kind soul. Unless later on I actually level him up. There is another one that kind of has something like this, but we actually do his story quest and it unlocks like a bunch of stuff. I can't remember with Godfrey. I wonder if Godfrey is the same. It's probably why I never really did anything with Godfrey. Yeah, so pretty much when we get Godfrey, we do his story quest, and it's a mercenary mission that pretty much unlocks it. Like this one is Allies of Justice 1, and then doing that unlocks some of the other ones. So, and I believe we get something for that too. Oh yeah, here's another one. Godfrey is something he wishes to discuss. So a little side quest. Yeah, so he, I'll leave him on Zeke for now because I don't necessarily need him. So, unfortunately, he'll be sitting on the benches for a bit. Which is fine. I know I will eventually do his story.
Good.
But not for a while. There are some other ones that I want to actually get first. I want to get the one for Nia. And probably move on from that, because that's really the only one I need. So, I do have some crystals left. And I'm not even going to bother checking these, because I already have a bunch for Zeke already. Okay, I think that's it. Alright. Back to Bond Blades. Yeah, so many crystals, but we've only gotten one so far. That is crazy. You watch, this next one will be one. It'd be funny if it would be nice if it was the one I need. I don't necessarily need the blade, but it's definitely preferred. Makes it easier. Nope. Standard. Yeah, so many crystals. So I'd rather do the farming now than later. Even though I'm like right in the middle of the story. Because we're going up the world tree. I'd rather get some of it done now. It just meant... Well, it sort of means less work. We just have to do more work later on anyway. Because that's when we start doing the legendary crystal farming. That's when we start doing some of the blades quests. Because all the blades that we have, the named ones, they have a quest. Or some heart-to-heart that we can do to unlock something. Like Wolfric, for example, we had the heart-to-heart in Fonset. Last common one. Yeah, Zeke is very Zeke is living up to his name as being extremely unlucky. I've never had this terrible amount of luck with him before. I've done this before. I would set him up for like luck equipment, a couple of blades that have luck, then pretty much just do it from here. But yeah, this is nuts. Come on, Zeke. And the thing is, I can't exactly save it and reset, because after every time we roll for a blade, it saves it automatically, so we're pretty much stuck with what we're getting. Which means if we wanted to actually get the blade, we have to have like a bunch of crystals. Yes, it is one. Not seeing any of the others. Come on. Nope. I just hope the case with the one that I do want isn't like one of the last ones, because that is... Ugh. I can actually take the ones that I have gotten and kind of toss them back in a sense, just like with the standard ones. I don't know if it changes the pool, or it might. Yeah, no, look, I only got Godfrey out of that. That is crazy. Ugh. I think it might, but I'm not sure. I never exactly tried it. Because I know if we took, like, Godfrey, for example, we can release him. We would have to, in a sense, wish for him back. So we could probably do it that way. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, a little disheartening because it's like, yeah, at a certain point it just gets harder and harder to get certain ones. And this is completely optional, by the way. This is just preference for some of these blades on my part because of, you know, I've played this game several times over. So it is definitely preference at this point. Yeah, that was the one for Godfrey. Yeah. Well, we are definitely set up for farming. I'm also kind of surprised we haven't gotten that ship yet either. The gold ship. Because I haven't fought this guy a couple of times. And just, yeah, I haven't gotten anything for it yet. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes the luck works with you. Sometimes it just... It's like, nope, sorry, we're not in right now. Please leave a message.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Yeah.
Anchor shot.
You can do it, Rex. Might be a little far away. So. Oh, he did actually. Okay, never mind. It is close enough to aggro.
Focusing on target.
Just gonna build this up a bit, just like before.
Double spinning.
For Separon to go up.
Maybe we're not.
I like your attitude.
Hey, pay attention to me.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
One.
Alright, so here we go. Should be okay with the way we're at. It does go out a little ways, but we do actually
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after
do have to keep that in mind though too, because if we go too far out, some of the materials that drop from an enemy will actually go below the water line, and we won't be able to get them because we can't exactly dive. Or at least we can, sort of, but it kind of depends on the location. We have to be a little ways up for that. I want to drag him over here. Some damage to Nia, but that's about it. Come on, dude. I think he... Oh, he was stuck on the rocks. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright. Should be good. Just gonna heal Nia here, so I'm gonna build this. Alright, don't take her out. Grab this, stay alive, stay alive. Okay, let me do her thing. Just build this again. This again, stay alive. Okay, this. Let Tora do Volcano. Stay alive. Mostly because I don't want to revive them. I want to kind of use the... Oh, there we go. Nia actually got that one. Yeah, so thankfully our teammates do have a little bit of AI when it comes to the potions that we drop. So that is good. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Hold on. Kinda need to do this so I can actually dodge that attack. Lightning Storm is kind of a pain, so I don't really want to deal with it. So we'll just automatically go into this. Should be, there we go, nice. Because we can also use this to heal too. Yeah, there we go. And QT to finish. And enemy down. Hopefully we'll get it. Oh, I saw a sword. Oh, is that what we need?
Hey, Nia, I just found the
Gold
shiniest
chip. There we
trinket.
go. We got a
You wanna
first
see?
one. Nice.
Hey, Nia?
Yeah, I'll check it out later.
There we go.
You're such a child sometimes.
Yeah, so the more we could get, the better it is to increase the drop. So we pretty much just use one to
We're here.
Let's get going.
farm for others, and yeah. So, and that also includes Mithra too. We'll also give her... Yeah, so definitely one of the better ones that we can get. And it is stronger than some of the ones that we have, so... And I'm going to be putting this on everybody. Everybody's getting the gold ship. And it looked like we had gotten... Yeah, another battle course. So this also kind of works out too, because a lot of these, we really, in a sense, only need like 3 of them. And a bunch of this other stuff, we could just sell it. Which will also help with area development. We've seen hints of that when we're like selling stuff or buying stuff or doing mercenary quests. So having a bunch of stuff on hand actually helps out with that as well. So farming really does have several uses. Not only getting the equipment that we need, but pretty much just giving everything that has like multiple uses. Stuff we need, stuff we can sell. And we could just go back to any of the areas and sell there. Alright, let's set this up again.
Do it like I showed you and we'll be okay.
Just watch this.
Yeah, so for now, I will farm this guy here, the Separand dude, a few more times. Hopefully we'll get some more crystals. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Okay, we got that.
Double spinning edge.
Alright, see you in a bit.